All right. Aloha and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining in for some inspirational team tarot readings. My name is Brendan, aka Mystic Spyman, broadcasting on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, and also on Twitch. Shout out to those of you who may be watching this in the future. Thank you so much for joining in. It's always a pleasure to be here, and it's been a while since we've done one of these broadcasts, but I love to be able to jump on, just to be able to check and see what messages the universe has for us today. So if you guys are looking to hang out for a bit, if you guys got nothing better to do, I mean, if you got something better to do, I'm not going to blame you if you just go do that. Like, that's okay. But if you literally have nothing better to do and you guys just want to hang out not only with me, but also a super awesome community of conscious creators and spiritual seekers that we've created here through not just my content, but also through Paradigm Shift Central, then feel free to stick around and we'll get into some readings in the next couple moments. If people are tuned in on YouTube, if you guys can do me a favor and drop an 1111 in the chat, let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. And yeah, we'll just give it an extra couple minutes. We'll just wait until there's probably about maybe like 5, maybe like 10 people tuned in, and then we'll get things started with our first reading for today. And yeah, we got quite a few decks to be able to use from today, and I want you guys also to be able to help facilitate a part of the process. The Lightworker Oracle deck, this is one that we've worked with many times before, but I've got a couple others that I really want to be able to get into. In particular, this one's really cool. So this one's called Oracle of the Hidden Worlds, and obviously not a tarot deck, it's an oracle deck. But yeah, super exciting to be able to work with some new decks. I've only just started to use this one, so I'm super excited just to be able to dive a little bit deeper into it as well. As always, we're broadcasting on all platforms. For anybody who's tuned in on TikTok or Instagram, you guys are welcome to be able to tune in on YouTube, and you can click the link in my profile to be able to do that. Throughout the broadcast, I'll also just give you guys a heads up. You'll notice on the stream on YouTube and everything like that, we've got like our Patreon goal count down below. We've got a new counter down below, and that's actually our Ibble follower count. And if you guys haven't already checked out Ibble yet, I'll be telling you a little bit more about it as we go. But that's a new app that I'm on. We're building our follower count on there because we got some awesome conscious content that's coming your way, as well as some really cool stuff that's already on there. Long story short, Ibble is basically, it's an app where users can create intentional and inspirational threads and discussions using 60-second video or audio clips, and then people reply to it through space and time. It's pretty cool. So it's like having a discussion and multiple discussions in your day, taking place simultaneously at your leisure, with your flow, at your convenience. So I'll be posting the Ibble link into the broadcast throughout this, and I'll be directing people to it, just because having more people on there is, again, not only going to be able to get you guys connected with what we already got, but it's also going to be able to help build the conscious community that we are building there as well. So I'll be posting in the info on YouTube, I'll be posting as we go the link for like where to get started on Ibble, and that's basically the... Let me just make sure I got that link properly set up here. I'm just going to make sure I got my copy paste here. But yeah, we're going to be keeping an eye on the follower count on Ibble, and we're going to be building that during the broadcast here. So, okay, there we go. Cool. So if you guys sign up on Ibble as we do this, then just go ahead and drop some comments in the chat and let us know, and we'll keep an eye on that. But for today's broadcast, as we normally do this, it's usually like in a format where if you guys want to like contribute on PayPal or Patreon, then we can initiate a reading for you in that format. But for today, we're just going to go with readings back to back. And if people sign up for the Patreon and PayPal, that's super awesome. But this is also just like good practice for me to get back into the routine. And we've got some familiar faces here, so let's get right into it. What's up? Thank you Melinda, thank you Wheezy, thank you Louisa, thank you Wolf, thank you guys so much for joining in. Thank you again to those of you on TikTok or on Instagram. Yo, reflection frequency, yo, what's up? Thank you guys so much. Isabel, again, everybody for joining in. Let's get right into our first reading. Let's start off with the what do you got? Okay, quick, let's check with the community. We've got, this is the new deck, the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds, and then we've got a deck that we've used many times before, which is the Lightworker Oracle deck. So if you guys want to do the new deck, drop a 444 in the chat. If you guys want to do the Lightworker deck, drop a 777 in the chat. I mean, they're both like Lightworker themed decks. So Hidden World, drop a 333, or no, drop a 444. Get my numbers mixed up here. Lightworker Oracle, drop a 777. Let's just do a quick survey on that, and we'll get that all set up and ready to go. And yeah, as you guys are joined in, I'm going to be keeping an eye. Oh my goodness, the Ibble count is already going up. We're already at 45 followers. Seriously, like I wouldn't be surprised if we literally reached like 80 followers by the time we're done this broadcast. It's quite possible. So we're already at 45 followers, updating that info on screen, working towards our next milestone of 50. And again, Ibble is a super awesome app. I'm actually working with them. Like, I'm helping bring more conscious community into the app. So if you guys are looking to be able to connect with not only myself, but also like other conscious creators and the threads and the discussions we're creating, links in my profile for those of you on TikTok and Instagram. For those of you on YouTube, the info is in the top line of this video. So right now, like, that's a priority, is bringing people over to Ibble and serving you guys some awesome tarot readings. So let's get right into it. I think we're going to do the Hidden Oracle, the Hidden World Oracle deck. So let's start off with that one. And again, this is for everybody here. So if you're tuned in right now, this message is for you. And we're going to be on here till about 6:30, and then I have to go help Lacey with dinner. So, all right, beautiful. Thank you, Chanel. Thank you for your contribution there. Thank you again, everyone, for joining in, and thank you for being you. So we'll keep an eye on the Ibble count as we go. And in the meantime, let's just have fun and see what message the universe has for us here. So just inviting everyone, if you guys want to just be able to close your eyes. Everyone's got their own style of tarot and oracle reading, and I like to be able to invite you guys to put forth your collective intention as we draw this card together. So if you want to join me in just closing your eyes and just take a moment to just breathe here, connect with your breath, short little micro meditation. As we breathe here, just bringing ourselves into our heart space, focusing on gratitude. Gratitude for this community, gratitude for the messages we are about to receive, gratitude for the beautiful energy that we are creating here together. And putting forth the intention, show us what we need to see. We being the individual, the collective, and the team. So for everybody here, just put forth that intention from your heart. Show us what we need to see, and imagine it like shooting up like a beam into the sky. Pew pew. Add the sound effects in your mind. Pew pew. And as we're just breathing here, just focusing on that intention, speak with your heart, speak with your mind, speak with your words, speak with your soul. You guys can take a moment here to just connect with your breath. I'll just do a quick little bit of flowetry magic, and then we'll split the deck. So you guys can open your eyes when you feel called. And as the time continues to unfold through this dream, let us continue to remember the waves that we are and the ways that we see. For we are the ocean within the drop, for we are that which is nothing but love. And so as we open our heart to the mystery of what is, may we continue to awaken to the magic of this bliss. All right, there we go. Like I said, everyone's got their own style. Mine is just ridiculous. Ooh, oh wow. Oh, this is so, see, this is where it's exciting, because like I haven't even like gone through the deck yet, so you guys are like seeing it with me for the first time in a lot of ways. And yeah, again, for those of you on TikTok or Instagram, if you guys want to join in on YouTube, the link's just in my profile, so feel free to join there. And again, while you're at it, download Ibble and join on the Ibble app. Follow me there at Mystic Spider-Man. The first card that we have pulled for today's reading is card number 7, the Tree of Illumination. Look at this bad boy. I'm going to show it to YouTube here real quick. Card number 7, the Tree of Illumination, Truth, Revelations, and Understanding. Show it here to TikTok. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? When you see this image, what do you see? How would you describe it? What do you feel? This is a dope image, dude. Like, I want that like tattooed on my body. Just ever. I'm going to dress up like that tree for Halloween next year. You just wait. So just 2 seconds here. I just gotta close some applications in the background. If it's a little bit laggy on TikTok and stuff, or on YouTube, I apologize. All right, let's get right into this reading, and boop, 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 boop. I'll refresh the follower count like between each reading. So we're currently at 45 followers on Ibble, and we'll keep an eye on that as we keep rolling through here. So if you guys want to download the Ibble app as we go ahead and do that. Like if you're on desktop, download the Ibble app while you're on your phone, and if you're on your phone, download the Ibble app later. All right, let me open the book here and let's see what the message is. So the style that I work with, I'll read from the book, and then I'll just kind of like channel some additional insight and inspiration. So again, reminder, if you're here, this message is for you. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful image. Yeah, it definitely looks like the Avatar tree, doesn't it? Absolutely. So all right, 1 second here. I'm just gonna close that. I think that's taking up extra bandwidth there. All right, hopefully that helps with the buffering process. All right, good enough. All right, okay, let's get into this. Thank you again, everyone, for joining in. So, Beautiful, beautiful image. Again, just explaining here, we have this tree that's made up of like this like crystalline light, and you can see there's like a little like kind of like a single light up at the top, and actually it's very subtle here if you look. This is like this is like basically the dream tree. Like, you guys realize that this is like an interpretation of the dream tree, the guardian tree, the tree that we talk a lot about here within this community. And if you look very closely, as I'm just showing to the different camera angles, you can actually see there's like a face right above the top of the tree there. So if you guys take a look, see that little face there. Beautiful, beautiful tree. So again, I'm just explaining it literally. I think there's probably more to explain, but we'll just get right into reading it here. So let's dive a little bit deeper. Thank you again, everyone, so much for joining in. If you're here, this message is for you. Listen with an open heart, listen with an open mind. Card number 7, the Tree of Illumination. Truth, revelations, understanding. So just kind of meditate, just close your eyes, just listen. There are within this world certain trees which have qualities that are unique and magical. All trees have a little of this magic, but in some the power accumulates and rests and rises, until the tree becomes a part of a sacred place, in which great healing, revelations, understanding, and moments of insight can take place. They have been among the great divine ones of the world, Odin and Yggdrasil, Buddha, and the tree. And this tree is one of those. You are now invited to step into the energies of this tree and receive the wisdom it wishes to offer you. In your own world, make this time to connect with all trees, but in this moment, gazing upon this card, know that there dwells within this tree a great spirit who wishes now to share with you the potent magic of the realms some would call fairies. This shining one now invites you in. As you enter and lay down beneath the branches, light will fall upon you and nurture you and become a part of you, so that you can know the truth of any circumstance that has troubled you. Take this worry to the Tree of Illumination, and when you still yourself and listen and go to the trees, you will return with all you seek to know. And each card has like this thing called Illumination. It's like a little extra insight. I'll read that. Illumination. It is within the branches of the trees that knowledge and wisdom will be found. Do not ask yourself any more. Ask the trees, and the answer will be yours. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so what we're going to do here, we're going to dive deeper into this card and just kind of like talk about it. This is like, again, part of what I love about doing the readings here together as a team is we get to kind of just like have a discussion and interpret it together. And so this is a really cool card to be sharing, especially just coming in back into doing tarot. Like, for those of you who are new, like, I've done these broadcasts like 1,000 times, right? But it's been a little bit, I've been kind of busy, you know, taking care of my pregnant girlfriend and everything like that. But having the time to be able to come back to do this and getting this card first off is a very powerful symbol to me personally. And I hope it's symbolic for you too. The tree is something that, again, I think it speaks to all of us on a very deep level, because I think this is one of the things that I always used to talk about. I'm like, if I can be a conscious creator, maybe I'll just like focus all my energy to reminding people that we are trees. We are the tree. So when you look at this tree, it's a symbol, it's a teacher, it's a mainframe, it is a network, it is a nexus. Like, the tree is one of the most potent symbols in this reality, in spirituality, and esoteric mythologies, and metaphysical like sciences, and all of this. And so when we look at this tree, again, you know, the message of this card is to really be able to take a moment right here, right now, to consciously connect with the energy of the tree. A tree in your front yard, a tree in your backyard, or maybe a tree in your memory that holds a specific frequency, that holds a specific place within your heart. Because the trees with them carry this like very potent energy that we often recognize as like the mother energy, Mother Earth, right? When we think of Mother Earth, we think of it as often being nature. And when we think of nature, we can't not but think of a tree. With this is this idea that the tree provides. The tree bears fruit. The tree gives shade. The tree creates nutrients within the earth, which soils the grounds, which bears new fruit, which bears new opportunity. And what does the tree also do? The tree creates communion. It creates a space where people get to be able to come together and they get to be able to share and celebrate. We celebrate Christmas around a Christmas tree. What's up with that? And again, you know, like all of these kind of like ceremonies and rituals and holidays, they often do incorporate trees. And so with this card is reminding you that the tree in itself is a symbol that is always within inside of your heart that you can connect to at any time, both as like a symbol to be able to help kind of like activate this like internal tree network that we are connected to at all times. Like you are a branch of a bigger tree. Like that is a big idea, just to kind of like sit with that and fathom that. You are a branch of a bigger tree. And what is that bigger tree? What is the bigger story? What is the bigger network? So here we are, all these like little fractals, right? And that's what this life is about. You know, we're creating all these like branches and but if you were to look at that tree and go all the way back, eventually you would find that it like comes back to like a source point. It comes back to like this trunk, this like channel of primordial energy. And so I think within this card, this is, and I'm not going to spend too much time talking on this, even though I could. This could be an entire podcast in itself. Maybe this will be a discussion on the Ibble app. Actually, I'll talk about trees. Actually, that's actually a pretty good idea. We could talk about trees there for sure. But with this card, I'll just kind of like summarize what I feel is the significance in us being able to receive this card. This card is a card that reminds us that everything that we need is already within inside of us, because there is never a point within your journey that you are separate from the tree that you are. So you can experience illusions of separation, but ultimately you are still a branch of that tree. Your source still connects to something bigger than you. And within this network is a universal consciousness, is a universal intelligence, as above, so below. Absolutely, Melinda. Like that in itself is like such a powerful symbol. When if you're like, this is for me, from my own personal experience, my early stages of my awakening literally came from just studying trees. Like I sat there and I looked at a tree, and this is interesting. I encourage you guys to do this. And I hope this kind of prompts you into the next part of, you know, a meditation for you later. Find a tree that you like, be it in person or just in your imagination, and just like ask it like, what do you have to teach me? What do I need to know? What can you give me in this moment? And so with trees, they can teach us so much. Like they show you the fractal nature of reality. And another thing that's really trippy about trees that totally like blew my mind when I started to kind of like realize this, I realized that trees are actually a blueprint for time. Like this was one of the big things in my paradigm shift. And you guys let me know if any of this resonates with you. Drop an 1111 in the chat. If you love trees, drop an 1111 in the chat, right? Seriously, there's way more talk about trees than I'll even get into right now. But what I was going to say, visualize this. Okay, so trees, there's the branches above, the roots below. A lot of people don't even think about the roots below, which is kind of weird, right? Like there's literally like some sort of thing in our consciousness where people forget that like trees have roots above and roots below, because we only see what we see and we forget what we don't see, but we have to see it beyond your eyes. But basically imagine a tree and now turn it sideways. What does that look like? So from looking from left to right, you've got like these branches going that way, and then a trunk, and then branches going another way. Now, if you were to look at that, look at those branches, those roots, as being like collective timelines kind of merging into a single point. And the trunk is the now. And then from the trunk, it also expands into more branches, which is more possible futures. So what we're seeing here is the tree is actually teaching us about like the quantum crystallization of reality, where it's like all of these multiple realities kind of merging into a single reality, which we experience as the present moment, which is like the best possible timeline. It doesn't always feel like it, but it's the best possible timeline for our growth. And then out of that, there's all of these possible realities that we can move into that we are already simultaneously experiencing from a certain point of view. So even though we're a certain point within the timeline, we're already connected to the branches that are ahead of us, because those branches are a part of us right now. So that for me was this very interesting idea that really just kind of changed the whole impact of knowing that there are things in the future that we are already connected to before we even know it, before we even meet them. And that idea that energy kind of ripples back into the present moment and we can feel it. So if you connect into the nexus of the tree, into the energy of the tree, Isabel is getting goosebumps. As I hear Isabel, I'll give you a quick paradigm shift segue here. And you know when you guys are like, they're like, oh, goosebumps, if you like hear something and it resonates with you, from now on, refer to those as truth bumps. Yeah, take that one with you for the day. That's a little gift for you. Truth bumps, because that's like literally what they are, right? Like when we get those like those experiences where it's like frequency moving through our body, like that in itself, it's just like, whoa, like that's like activating. It's like truth literally activates the body. So in the same way, me just talking here is maybe activating something for you, activating some sort of truth bumps. I'm not going to tell you everything right now because there's more for you to be able to learn. And where you are going to be able to learn that is through your own meditation and through your own conversations with these trees. Like literally, these trees have an intelligence and a consciousness. And oftentimes the reason why we think they don't is because we don't listen. Like if you were to, like, it's kind of like in Pocahontas, man. Like the trees actually got like a consciousness to them, and you can connect with that. You can connect with it both through sitting here, visualizing it. We've done tons of meditations where we've gone to the dream tree, the guardian tree, and like connected with the spirit of the earth through the tree. Use a visualization like this and imagine like some sort of like crystalline tree in the astral realms. Like this is, again, like this whole deck. This deck is called Oracle of the Hidden World. So this is about like places that actually exist in the etheric realms. This is the place that I keep taking you guys back to when we meditate. Isn't it peculiar that this is the first card that we happen to get when we pulled this here? So this card is very interesting to me because I feel that I am a guardian for this knowledge, for this wisdom, as are you, if you choose to be. We are a guardian of the trees, a guardian of the wisdom they hold. If the entire world could just reflect and meditate on the wisdom that trees have for them, paradigm shift. It would change everything because it would realize like it's like, oh my god, like we're way more interconnected than we realize. Oh my god, time is not this like linear thing that we thought it was. Oh my god, we're actually branches of a bigger tree. So like I said, there's more for you to be able to figure out, and I invite you guys to really just be able to reflect on developing a deeper relationship with trees. Maybe you haven't given trees quite the love that you've, you know, maybe you've just been busy, and that's totally fine. Tree hugs forever. Go hug a tree. And this is another quick tip. Hug a tree and like literally hug it, really hug it, and then take a few breaths and notice that you can actually co-regulate with the energy of the tree. If you hug a tree and like feel it and like breathe with it, you'll actually notice that the tree's energy will actually like help you relax. It co-regulates in the same way. If someone next to you is relaxed and you're next to them and you're kind of anxious, their energy can help you relax. That happens with a tree. Trees are actually there to be able to kind of like absorb energy, and it moves into the earth. So what if trees are way more than we think they are? What if trees are like actually natural conductors to be able to help move energy, and then they're meant to be hugged? We're meant to meditate with them. We're meant to talk with them. We're meant to commune with them. They are part of us. They are family. We are literally the versions of trees that are walking around. This was, do you guys want to hear a thought that came to me when I was working with psychedelics once? Drop a 777 in the chat if you guys want me to tell you a quick little thing that came to me while I was working with psychedelics once related to trees, which like, I mean, I would have thought of it even if I wasn't on psychedelics eventually. Thank you guys so much. Again, I'll just wrap up this card in a bit, and then we'll check the Ibble follower count. Again, if you haven't downloaded Ibble, the link's in my profile, the link's in the info for this video on YouTube. Download it there. I'll tell you more about it as we go. All right, 777's in the chat. You guys want to hear this quick story? There's a few comments there that I haven't even read yet. Isabel says, when I guide people in meditation, I often take people to the trees, and there is this one huge one that gives them a download, and I just made the meditation up now. I feel like it's important. Yeah, see, Isabel, that's funny because like your meditation, like the meditations that we've been doing through Paradigm Shift, like going to every, like for you guys know this, for like how long? Every Friday we would do a meditation where we go to the guardian tree. And we do this whole meditation where we gather around the tree and we do like Care Bear stares into the tree, and it like sends out this beautiful wave of energy. And then we go to the tree and we connect with it, and it connects us with like the heart of Gaia. And then we receive a download, and we also put an intention into the tree, which ripples out as well. Isabel, I'll have to send you a link for that, because I mean, again, that's not a meditation I'm like, oh, I made that meditation. Like that meditation just exists inside all of us. So I think if you're aware of that, Isabel, then that's awesome. And I think others are aware of that as well. So if you guys naturally feel like resonating with trees and leading people to meditations that take you to trees, go for it. Like I want to get back into doing more meditations with you guys. I enjoy it, and it's just been a while. So quick story. So we wrap this up here. Send any tips on PayPal if you guys are enjoying the broadcast, but first and foremost, just download the Ibble app and join me there. There's a lot more content to enjoy. So quick little story. When I was on psychedelics, and this was up at a festival, and I was just sitting there and I was looking at the trees, and I was just like, I didn't see them as just trees. I saw them as like sentient beings that were standing over the land as guardians. And I'm standing there and I'm like, what if those trees are actually conscious and they're just another form of life, and from their perspective, time actually passes differently. From our perspective, things are going at the rate we're used to, and we see the trees and they're slowly growing over the seasons. From their perspective, they have like this view where they see things over the course of time, where imagine like an entire month passes by in like 10 minutes, and they see people walking around and they're going like fast. It's kind of like bugs and ants, and like, and they see things building, and they see like societies rising and falling and stuff like that, and they're just there like observing it in the presence of it and just like connected to the energy of it. And I was just like, whoa, like I looked at the trees and I just like thanked them from a deep place in my heart. And I was like, thank you, tree guardians. Let me be of service to you. And so it was just this very powerful idea. And I think, again, when we think of it, we can't help but think of Tolkien with the Ents and everything like that. But it was just like, whoa, like I felt something in that. I'm like, dude, I bet trees are like, again, like this like sentient consciousness which observes the space, and they hold energy to the land. So kind of changes our perspective on trees and the respect that we have for them. So when was the last time you hugged a tree? If it's been a while, consider this a prompt that you can literally do it tomorrow. Take some time, go out there and just see what happens when you hug a tree for like 30 seconds. Do you guys want to do a quick little meditation? A quick little tree meditation? We'll do that just before we wrap up this card. I think that'd be pretty fun. We'll keep an eye on the time right now. Let's do a quick check on the Ibble counts. And let me just see here. So I'm gonna check where's the link here? Is that what I want? Is that the link? All right, let's see how many followers we got. All right, we're still at 45 followers on Ibble, but I know some of you guys are downloading it and checking it out afterwards, which is totally fine. And cool. I appreciate you guys being here, man. I mean, this is just practice for me. And again, there's a lot of awesome stuff that we got going on in the community. I'll plug it in a little bit, but let's just do super quick meditation. Super quick meditation. So after this, I'll tell you guys a little bit more about the Ibble app, so you guys can go download that later. But let's just take a moment here and just kind of like meditate and connect with the tree. So for everybody here, just practice. Like this is for you. Like this is just a moment for you. So for everybody here, when you're ready, just go ahead and gently close your eyes. Just allow yourself to slow down. Energy's been pretty high within this moment. And just giving yourself to connect with your breath. Soft, gentle inhales. And soft, gentle exhales. Now in this moment, I want you to be able to just imagine yourself walking up to a beautiful tree. Whatever tree you feel within your heart, whatever tree you feel within your mind. And in this moment, I want you to be able to see this tree as a being, as something with feelings, as an extension of the bigger consciousness that you are, as like a relative. Now in this moment, I want you to slowly walk up to the tree. Don't touch it yet. And now I want you to be able to imagine yourself as you gently breathe here. Focus on the details right now. Gently bring one of your hands up towards the tree. Don't touch it yet. Be aware of your breath. Soft, gentle inhales. Soft, gentle exhales. Slowly begin to move your hand closer towards the tree. And as you do this, imagine and begin to become aware of the energy field of the tree. So you can almost feel there's like a slight, like kind of not resistance, but you can feel there's like an energetic like layer that you're gently moving your hand through, almost kind of like a pudding or a putty. And you're slowly moving it closer towards the tree. And then it changes into almost like a magnetic feeling. And now I want you to bring your hand as close to the tree as possible without touching it. And just breathe here and feel like the energy between your hand and the tree. Maybe even putting both hands up. And just breathe here for a moment. Now when you're ready, on the count of 3, you're gently going to imagine yourself creating contact with the tree. You're going to feel the texture in your hand, and you're going to feel like a little wave of energy just kind of move through you. We're going to count down from 3, and then we're going to gently just make contact with the tree with intention, as if you are just making contact with another part of yourself. 3, breathing into your heart space. 4, maybe just straightening up your posture a little bit. Open up your chest. Sorry, did I go up? 3, 2. There we go. That's the way I'm going. 3, 2. Okay. And then one nice big inhale here. And exhale, 0. Imagine yourself gently making contact with the tree, a slight little wave of energy. Just like water moving through your hands, through your shoulders, down through your body, up through your face. Connecting your feet. Imagine yourself barefoot. Imagine feeling the energy connecting right into the roots of the tree. And in this moment, using whatever you feel called to do, even if you want to just imagine yourself like going right into a hug with the tree. And try to just kind of like clear your mind here. Don't think, just feel. Hug this tree in your imagination and imagine yourself co-regulating your energy with its energy. Feel the energy of the tree, this like calming, slow but smooth, powerful, patient energy. I'm going to stop talking and just be here for a few moments and just be in this energy. And if you want to talk to the tree within your own heart, that's fine too. And listen to what it has to say to you. Notice a soft, subtle changing in the rhythm of your breath. Even your breath just kind of becoming a little bit softer and slower. Just take a moment here. We'll conclude this meditation in the next couple moments. Just thank the tree and hear its voice speak through your heart as it thanks you too. And in this moment, the tree has a message for you, a piece of wisdom in sync with the teaching of this card. Listen with your heart and imagine. Don't overthink it, just feel it. Connecting with the collective energy of tree spirits right now. What does the tree say to you to nurture your spirit, to nurture your heart? Listen, what do you hear? Beautiful. And you can thank the tree again, express your gratitude, and invite in this deeper connection where after this moment, give yourself permission to just continue this conversation however you choose. Go hug a real tree. And when you do, it's like picking up the phone and just talking right where we leave off right here. Hold this connection in your heart. Even when you're not physically with a tree, you can still feel this connection in your heart. And so you thank the tree again, give it a nice big squeeze, a nice big hug. You can hug yourself if you want. Nice big inhale, exhale with a nice big sigh. Inhale. Exhale, a bit of a sigh. When you're ready, you can gently imagine yourself releasing from the tree. Give it a nice little pat. Be like, thanks, tree. You got this. Shake its branch or something, like a handshake. I don't know. And from here, we'll hold this vision in our mind. Know that you can return to it any moment. And when you're ready, slowly you can bring your awareness back to your physical body. And slowly wiggle your toes, wiggle your eyes, as I always said, wiggle your fingers, open your eyes, and return your awareness to the space around you. Beautiful. And for everybody here, just take a moment. How is everybody feeling right now? In 1 or 2 words, how's everybody feeling right now? And is there a message that you received from the tree? So, if you guys want to share that, go for it. I'll tell you what my message was. And yes, for those of you tuned in right now, we're basically just doing free readings. I'm just doing readings for the community. So if you guys are here, these readings are for you. They're for whoever's tuned in right now. The message that I got was kind of cool. It was basically this idea that like your seeds will change what people see. Seeds see. Interesting. That connection there. You ever notice that? Like, what are seeds if not changing the way we see? So we'll read some of the comments in the chat. What were the messages that you guys received during that quick little meditation connecting with the tree? And again, this is our first card that we pulled tonight, and I'll just do one more after this because I have to go help Lacey with dinner. Card number 7, the Tree of Illumination. Super beautiful card. And again, this is like a card that's representing like a physical, like an actual space that exists in like astral plane. So Go to a magical tree within your dreams. Go to a magical tree within your meditation. It is there for you. And feel free to check out old meditations on my YouTube channel. We do some epic tree meditations. So super powerful card there. Thank you guys so much. If you guys resonated with that, again, just go ahead and express your gratitude. Drop some 1111s in the chat. That's always appreciated. And I'll read some of your comments right now in the chat. Lena says magical. Melinda says one. Wolf says blissful. Daniel says great and fresh. Lena says mine was fear not and be patient. Ooh, powerful message. Isabel says follow your heart, child. You are being led. What inspires your soul? I feel like I'm moving into a new phase of my journey and I've been asking for answers. That's what it said. Beautiful. Thank you, Isabel. Guys, if you're not already following Isabel on Instagram, Reflections Frequency, be sure to follow her. I'll share a recent post of hers to my IG story, so those of you on YouTube can check it out. And yeah, that was a beautiful message. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys for sharing. And we'll just take a quick intermission here. I just got to drink some water. Got a bit of a headache right now, so I just got to be mindful of that. And yeah, we'll do at least one more reading. And so quick little intermission. For everybody here, if you're not already yet, this is an invitation to be able to connect further with the awesome community that we got. There's a few ways you can do that. You can join my Patreon. That's an awesome way to be able to join the upcoming member events that we got. This Thursday is a spiritual seeker support circle. So that's a really cool inspirational event that we do where we have specific question prompts that lead you into like a very, very powerful place within your heart. We've done a couple of those so far and they're really, really powerful. That'll be Thursday at 8 p.m. EST. It will be broadcast on YouTube, but if you guys are looking to join in for that, check out my Patreon. It's $11 a month and it's a great way to help support the creation of the community and the spaces that we create here together as a team. The link for that is in the info for on my TikTok, my Instagram, and my beacons, and in the YouTube info. And again, the other big thing that you can also do to support is by sending any contributions on PayPal. You can donate. You can donate that way. You can purchase items from my shop. You can purchase Light Guardian crystals. If anybody here is like super interested in Light Guardian crystal, let me know. And the other thing that I'll mention is the Ibble app. If you guys aren't already on Ibble, check that out. Several of you are already on Ibble. I know Melinda's on Ibble. Again, Isabel is getting on Ibble as well. And I'll post the link again for Ibble in the YouTube chat. And for those of you on TikTok and Instagram, the link for that's in my profile right at the top. It will say join on Ibble. And again, Ibble is a community, it's an app that is not owned by big tech, first of all. Isn't that great? So it's not TikTok, it's not Instagram, and it's focused on creating empathetic and inspirational discussions in the format of 1-minute videos that people can reply to with their own 1-minute videos or audio replies. As an example, we have an ongoing dream log discussion thread. That's really cool. There's already been like over 20 replies to that. And that is actually like a thread that we're using to share our dream logs like every day to the best of our ability. So that's really cool. And lots of other inspirational threads and lots of other creators. So it's not just me on there. There's a whole bunch of creators that are starting to get on there. And again, I'm working with them to be able to help bring more conscious community to the app. And if you guys join on there, just follow me at Mystic Spider-Man and stay tuned because we got lots more discussions going on there for Ibble. If you guys are looking to join on Ibble, but you're just not downloaded the app yet, maybe because you're watching, drop a 333 in the chat. Let me know, and then follow me there. And then again, super happy to be able to have more people connected there. So cool. I'll send the link for the item shop. I can see Melinda, you're just asking for the link for the crystals. Absolutely. And if you guys are like looking for a little bit of a discount code for any of the item shops, just let me know. Like I'm more than happy just to be able to get you guys connected with the items, and I got no problem just sharing a discount code, especially if you guys are tuned in for the broadcast. So I'll post a link for the item shop. The link for that is in my profile, and again, that's where you can get the Light Guardian crystals that I make, and also the shift buttons, such as the one that I'm wearing here, which is one of many, and yeah, lots of other cool stuff there. And Patreon members, you guys get a discount for the item shop. You can literally sign up for Patreon and then purchase an item and make your contribution on PayPal back, on Patreon back through like the discount that you save on the item. So let's get into another reading. See in the comments in the chat. Jessica dropping the 333 in the chat. Again, would love to be able to have more people on the Ibble app. It's super exciting to be able to get things started there. We're starting small. Like I've been playing. Does anybody here play Animal Crossing? Animal Crossing has like been a very powerful soul lesson for me. If you guys don't know what Animal Crossing is, it's a game for Nintendo Switch, but it's like super chill, super meditative, and you basically, the objective of the game is to like build an island. Yo, Otherworldly Elements, what's up? Otherworldly Elements, you should definitely get on Ibble. If you can join on Ibble, again, I'd be more than happy to be able to help get you all synced up there. Animal Crossing. It's teaching me a lot about patience. Building an island takes weeks and months and seasons. For me, building a community on Ibble is something that I'm doing slow and steady. And it's happening. It's already starting to pick up, and it's really, really beautiful. And I thank everyone again for getting involved. So again, real quick, the Ibble app, that's an app that I'm working with right now. Like, it's literally like my job to build community on that app, which is super awesome. And there's other opportunities for conscious creators there if you guys are interested. And so again, I'm hosting the inspirational discussions there in the form of 1-minute videos where you guys can reply with your own 1-minute video or audio clips. And there's a lot to be able to experience and explore and co-create there together. And so you can join our dream log recall thread and some other ones, the spiritual seekers meet and greet, and what is the meaning of life, and what are dreams, and other threads that I'll be posting as we go. Lots of potential there. So link for Ibble is in my profile link on Beacons in my TikTok and Instagram, so you guys can go download it afterwards. And on YouTube, it's in the info for this video. So I did post a link for the item shop. If you guys want to order any crystals, please go ahead and do that. I'll send those out as soon as I can. And again, any funds from that go right towards not only supporting me, but also helping support Lacey as well. Also, if you guys are interested, I'll get right into a reading in a second. Me and Lacey also have an Amazon wish list. If you guys want the Amazon wish list, that's also in my profile link. So if anybody wants to contribute that way, that's always nice. All right, let's do another reading from this otherworldly deck. I'm enjoying this. I like digging into this. This one's really cool. It's still, again, pretty brand new to me. So let's do another one. Hidden Worlds, Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. And yeah, we'll do a quick one, and then I gotta go help Lacey with dinner. So cool. All right. Aw, thank you, Wolf. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you're gonna be a great dad, and I appreciate that. What a lot of people don't know is that I've actually been like a stepdad for the past year for Lacey's like other. Lacey already has like a 7-year-old, so I basically like the universe kind of put like this scenario where like I've been able to like experience the dad role for a 7-year-old, and now I get to do it for a baby. So it's super exciting, and I'm so grateful to be able to have you guys help and support that. So thank you guys again. And again, I'll just post the link for all this stuff is in the info for this video, but PayPal, Patreon for the events, and then item shop, Amazon wishlist, and Ibble. Let's refresh the Ibble to just see if the count's at anything higher than 45. It's still at 45 right now, which is totally fine. You guys can download that afterwards. Let's get into one more reading at least. This will probably take me a half hour. So, all right, you guys ready for this? Oh, Isabel, you used to play it on the GameCube. Like, that's literally how like Lacey used to play it on the GameCube, and I bought it for her for Christmas. So that's like how we got into it. So, all right, team, let's get into this next reading. Gonna draw the card here, set the intention, show us what we need to see. You guys are welcome to join us in setting the intention here. Again, for anybody here, if you're here, this reading is for you. So joining us and just being able to set the intention. Lina, thank you so much for joining in. Lena, and yeah, for everybody here, this next message is for you, it's for us, it's for community. So one more reading, here we go. All right. Just inviting everyone to breathe into their heart. Still feeling that like tree energy with us. This next one's gonna branch off this one. They always do, they always connect. So when you watch my broadcast in a sequence, you like see like the connection from card to card. It's really cool. So everybody here, just go ahead and gently close your eyes. Let's slow down a minute, connect with our breath. Soft, gentle inhale, soft, gentle exhales. Just arriving into this space of gratitude within our own hearts as we breathe here. Focusing on gratitude for ourselves, the messages we are here to receive, the community in this space. Setting the intention, show us what we need to see. We being the individual, we being the collective. And for everybody here, speaking that intention with your heart, with your mind, with your soul, show us what we need to see. Shooting it up like a beam into the heavens, downloading information into this present moment. And as you focus that intention, just take a moment here, connect with your breath. You guys can make some wizard noises. I'll do a quick little bit of flowetry, and you can gently open your eyes when you feel ready to do so. And oh, what a joy it is to be here amongst such magical beings that are allowing us to step into new ways of seeing, because these are the realms for us to truly play and for us to be able to experience the many magical ways And so as we play with the message here within these cards, may we bring forth the infinite wisdom that comes down from the stars. That was an interesting split there. All right. Ooh, these cards are awesome. Source of Light, thank you so much for joining in on Twitch. I appreciate everybody being here, and we are broadcasting on everything, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. So yes, thank you guys so much for being here, and let's get into this next reading. Jessica, thank you so much for the donation. Jessica sent a donation as well. Jessica, I'll take you up on next time if you're on air. We can do a reading specifically for you. And again, what we do is kind of like co-facilitate, but for this one, we're just kind of getting back into the flow, and we're just going to continue this reading for the collective. And Jessica, thank you so much for the contribution there as well. All right. All right, let's dive into this. So I haven't even showed you the card yet. Aren't you guys curious? All right, here we go. Here's the card that we got for you guys here. So the next card we have chosen for all the amazing, beautiful people that are tuned in with us right now. This is interesting. You know how I said that the cards like usually work in a sequence? Well, the card that we have got, the last card that we got was number 7. What do you think that this card was? Card number 8. Card number 8, the liminal dance, delicacy, fragility, transcendence. I'll show it there to YouTube and TikTok and Twitch. The liminal dance. And obviously we got some like stone circle action going on. Anybody here a big fan of stone circles? No? Just me? Stone circles, anyone? Guys want to go hang out some stone circles? Do some mushrooms at some stone circles, set up some bonfires, dance around under the night sky. That's my idea of a good night. So this is actually funny. I'll tell you guys, I'll have to tell you more later. If you check where did I post the pictures? I don't think I posted it to my main profile yet on Instagram, but we actually like built like a stone circle on Animal Crossing. Like on our island, I like built a stone circle. Jessica, thank you again for the contributions. Again, this is just going to be our last reading for today. I got to go help Lacey with dinner. But Jessica, next time you're on, we can facilitate a reading with you as well. So this card is for everyone. So for everybody here, let's just take a quick look at it here. Not too much to explain. We've got some dope looking stones. Just kind of, I assume it's part of a stone circle, but some stones that have obviously been elevated using advanced technology, or perhaps mind power, or perhaps sound frequency tools. And let's get right into reading this here, and just keep an eye on the time. I got a headache, so I got to wrap this up. So, all right. Thank you again, everyone. If you're here, this message is for you. Listen with an open heart. Listen with an open mind. Card number 8, the liminal dance, delicacy, fragility, transience. Amidst the standing stones of the ancient ones, within which lie codes to recall and remember who we are, dance the wee folk, whose dance re-energizes and protects these great stones. Their delicacy and their fragility cannot be denied, but nor can their strength and their power, as these unseen beings move around and about in forgotten pathways, weaving to life the land beneath their feet, ensuring the memories within the stones do not die, but connect again and again to those who open up to their timeless messages. If anything I say resonates with you, or just anything that gets read resonates, drop an 1111 in the chat. For you, dear friend, it is time to remember that within the forgotten places lie the things you too once knew, and you have powers within you arising, ready to be embraced. You are a being as delicate and mysterious as the fairy, as eternal as the stones, and if you simply begin to remember, you will recall all that is. The simple acts of remembering, of standing strong, of knowing there is more to this world that can be dreamt of, will remind you of the eternal dance. You too have within you delicate powers, and at times you too are fragile. There is transience to our bodies, as they will not be the cloak of our souls forever. But within this impermanence lies great strength and beauty too. Dance the steps, take time to remember, and let the in-between places within you come back to life once again. Wow, very, very cool. Illumination. Your every step has magic in it. Do not despair. Walk and dance with intent, and let the shape of your days be created with your will. Beautiful, beautiful, powerful message. And What's up, everybody? Tune in right now. For those of you on TikTok, Johnny, what's up, dude? Johnny, DM me if you want to be able to get involved with the Ibble app. There's some awesome opportunities there for creators, dude. Either way, we'd love to be able to connect. So, Liminal Dance. This one, super beautiful card. I mean, again, who's not a fan of like stone circles and fairies? So with this card, I love the idea that this card just kind of reminds us that yes, we are here within this physical plane, but there are other beings which still hold a role within this like multi-dimensional reality. And so this card kind of alludes to the idea that there are these sacred spaces that are being caretaken by like these the fairy folk, the fae. And so like these fae, with their purpose comes the idea that the stones themselves carry a memory and an energy that is meant to be passed on through lineage and generation. And it's interesting because when you look at this world, you know, like the fae and the fairy, they're still very present, but they've often kind of been pushed into the lore of science fiction and fantasy. And so with our opportunity here through this card, it's a great time to just be able to reflect on what our relationship is like to not just the concept of these like other multidimensional beings like here to be able to help support us, but also to be able to connect to like the ancient wisdom of the sites that they represent, of the sites that they connect to, and the power and the energies of the land, and the lessons that, again, you know, this idea that the simple acts of remembering, of standing strong, of knowing there is more to this world than can be dreamt of, will remind you of the eternal dance. So this is a card that really connects us to this. In some way, it's kind of interesting. I'm just kind of riffing here, but it kind of reminds me, and you guys tell me if this resonates with you. Like, I have this idea. This is a super, super powerful idea. I think within my heart that some of us have literally existed within other lifetime as fae, as fairy folk. And now we've actually incarnated into this world as this human form to be able to be a bridge between worlds, to be actually able to carry the energy. So back in the day, you know, like part of like our purpose and our role would have been to kind of like be these transcendental beings that would kind of like move through the land. And as they move through the land, they would carry with them energy that would literally like bring life into the land. They would make flowers bloom. They would like take care of trees and stuff like that. But now, instead of just kind of like tending to specific spaces of the land, we carry this energy with us that moves wherever we go. It moves into the online space. So the story of the stones is actually something that exists within us that we carry through the art that we express. And so it's interesting because, I mean, if anybody here resonates with this idea of being fae within past life that have chosen to incarnate within this time to be a bridge between worlds, drop an 1111 in the chat and let me know, because I think, again, within this, it really goes back to this idea that we are stewards of the land. We are stewards of magic. And like the previous one, which is about connecting to like the energy of the illuminated tree, the sacred tree, it's not just the stones themselves. It's like the symbol that they carry that reminds us of like a deep ancient wisdom that is coursing through our very veins, that is coursing through our matter. Like the matter that we are is the same matter of the stones. They are ancient. We are ancient in that way. And so this card, it's really inviting us to be able to, again, kind of like reconnect with that role of being ancient guardians of magic, ancient guardians and stewards of earth, to be able to help bring forth the energy of these sacred spaces back into the world, to rekindle that relationship. And I know a lot of you do this. Like, shout out to Johnny. Like, dude, you do this so well through your spoken word and your flowetry, and just everybody here. And like, shout out to everybody for doing stuff that we don't even see online. Like, the most magical stuff is stuff we don't even post about, right? So again, with this card, I think I like this, like the Illumination. Your every step has magic in it. Do not despair. Walk and dance with intent, and let the shape of your days be created with your will. So imagine, if you will, in another version of our existence, we were these beings that would actually bring life to the land through vibrational frequencies, through the expression of dance, through the expression of art. And now we get to do it again, just in a different way. And so how do you choose to be able to walk with intent? How do you choose to be able to bring more magic out into the world through the expression that is unique to what it is that you carry, that is primordial to something ever ancient? So I'll get close to wrapping this up, but I'm curious to hear what you guys think. And again, really just taking a moment where, you know, the stone circles in themselves, I like the idea that the stone circles are actually like portals. So within the astral realms, within this realm, you would see a stone circle and you just be like, oh, it's stones. Within the astral realms, if you were to pass through those, you could use it as a portal, and it would actually take you from one stone site to the next. So like Stonehenge was a gateway. It was a nexus point that you could actually use as like kind of like a super highway, like a spiritual metaphysical super highway that would connect us. So yeah, this is a super, super cool card. And again, I'm just kind of ripping here. I gotta get close to wrapping it up. I got a bit of a headache now, so I just want to be mindful of that. And we'll wrap it up a little bit early. So with this card, I think again, this card is a powerful card that really reminds us to be able to connect with the delicate and mysterious energies of this earth. To look at stone not just as stone, but to look at it as a carrier of the ancient ancestral wisdom that is coursing through our veins. We have come so disconnected from the natural elements of the world. Yo, Bartos, good to see you, dude. We've become so separate from the natural sacred energy of the land. And so how do we reconnect with that energy? We connect to it through story. We connect through it through community. And even if you can't get out to a stone circle, allow yourself to even just invite in the imagination of it. Practice it through meditation. Practice it through dream time. Invite in the intention to be able to find these sacred sites through dream time. Come to our island on Animal Crossing where we've recreated the sacred stone circles. Like literally, I love Animal Crossing, but we literally created like a sacred site in Animal Crossing. It's hilarious. But for me, it's like intentional as well. So I'm just going to get close to wrapping this one up. I got to finish this up here. My head's pretty sore right now. So yeah, just rereading a little bit here. You too have within you delicate powers, and at times you too are fragile. There's transience to our bodies, and they will not be the cloak of our souls forever. Be within this impermanence lies great strength and beauty too. Dance the steps, take time to remember, and let the in-between places within you come back to life once again. So this is really honoring the fact that the impermanence is a big part of what makes this life so special. And though the stones will stay for much longer than we will, it's a reminder that they too carry the magic that is already inside of us. And we are stewards of that magic. We are stewards of the land. We are stewards of the ancients. We are stewards of the ancestors. Your role, if you choose to align with it, is to be able to help bring more magic back into this world. However you choose to do that is up to you. And that's the really exciting part, because all of us got unique ways to be able to do it. So imagine back into this part of your like soul heritage where you've actually played this role before, perhaps in the role of like Fae and Fairy. Like, it's crazy to think. It's just like, wait a second, like, have we actually lived as Fae and Fairy? And if we have, then that means we had a purpose. And if we are here now, it probably means that our purpose is a fractal of what that original purpose was. And again, in a lot of cases, not to say this is the full history of the Fae and the Fairy, they were protectors of the land. They were carriers of magic. They were carriers of ancient wisdom. They were teachers. And so how too can we continue to be able to connect with the natural elements, the natural sacred sites that remind us of this? That when the people built these sacred sites, the Fae were not just something in a book. Like, it was actually something that they had a deep relationship to. And now they get to exist through us, as us, to be able to bring this new version of an old energy back into this world through the liminal dance. And the liminal is like, the dance is the expression. The dance is us. The dance is the way we live. Your dance is the magic. How do you choose to be able to dance your magic into this world is the question I ask for you. So I ask you this. I literally ask you this as a prompt. How do you choose to dance your magic into this world? Share it in the chat. Reflect on it internally. How do you choose to dance your magic into this world? I'll give you some examples. Through inspirational posts on TikTok and Instagram, through supporting my family and community, through singing songs, through building a garden, through reading ancient books, through having conversation. There's no limit to this answer. That's my point. Like, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. You can do anything, and if you carry with it the intention to be able to bring more magic into this world, then so it will be. So we are the bridge between worlds, forever on this liminal dance. Every day is another opportunity to be able to help bring more magic into this world. So the liminal dance, very, very beautiful card again from our Oracle of the Hidden Worlds deck. we're going to wrap it up there. Again, if this card resonates with you, drop an 1111 in chat. And what I would invite you guys to do is to share a little bit of an affirmation, on what the message of this card says to you, how it resonates with you. So you can say like, I am, we are. So, and again, seeing some of the comments here. Hey, Adri says, I make intuitive art and game and gems and spread joy with my laughter yoga. Yes, laughter yoga, my favorite. Spreading my light. I gave a gift of a fairy throne to a gal I saw fairy wings. It was symbolism, but I am not sure she received the message. A very cool wolf. But again, I'll just invite you guys to share a quick little affirmation, and then we'll just get close to wrapping up. I'll plug Ibble again for those of you who might have missed it. If you guys are already aware of Ibble, that's like a super awesome new app that I'm involved with. I'm helping build conscious community there. But I'll tell you that in a second. So real quick, affirmation. Inviting you guys to be able to share an affirmation within your heart. You can write it out in the chat if you want. This will just kind of like solidify the message of the card and embody it into our being. So I am continuing to honor and connect with the deep wisdom of my ancestral magic that exists through the story of my soul beyond this lifetime alone. I carry with me a connection to the ancient energies of the fairy and fae. I exist here in this lifetime as a fractal of their energy to be able to help bring more magic into this world through the unique expression of my creativity, leadership, art, and inspiration. Aho Sodos. So that's my little affirmation. Yours doesn't have to be that long, but feel free to just reflect on an affirmation. So that's it, man. Like, we are the dance. We are the magic. So that's the message that I'm commonly talking about here. So very cool. Very, very powerful message. I enjoyed that one as well. So thank you guys so much for joining in. I'll just remind you guys again. So a really exciting thing that's happening right now within the community is that a bunch of us are getting involved on the Ibble app. So Ibble is an app that I've recently just like started to work with. And Ibble is an app not owned by big tech. So it's not TikTok, it's not Instagram, which is awesome in itself. And the design of the app is there to be able to have inspirational and empathetic discussions. The way it works, the format of it is people can post 1-minute videos to spark a discussion, and then other people reply with their own 1-minute videos or 1-minute audio clips. What happens here is that you can create ongoing threads of discussions that can take place over days where people are adding to them. And what's really cool about the app is that you don't have to freaking be on it for like 5 hours at a time. If you're busy, like a lot of us are these days, you can kind of open it up, see if someone added to the conversation, listen to a 1-minute clip, and then add your own reply at your convenience. So it really is an app that kind of like works with the busy flow that a lot of us have right now. And so this is an app that I've already created some content on, and I'm going to be hosting a lot of other inspirational topics and discussions on, as well as other creators in the community. And again, you can download the app through the link in my profile. That's got my referral link to it. And also for those of you on YouTube, I'll post a link there into the chat there as well. And yeah, go ahead and download that using my referral link. It just lets them know that people are finding the app through me. And you can also join the threads that we've got started. You can join the Dream Log Recall thread, which is really cool. So like, how many people here are like working on developing their dream recall? If you are, just drop an 1111 in the chat. So the Dream Log Recall thread, I'll just explain it to you real quick. Like, I created it as a space where basically it's inviting people in the community to use it as accountability to be able to share quick 1-minute clips, or however many short 1-minute clips, to share a little bit about their dream recall on a daily basis. And what's really cool is that it's actually got like over like 20 replies so far, and people are using it and they're like, here's my quick dream recall. And then they share it, and then you get to listen to it, and then you can reply in a comment, or you can add in your own dream recall thread as well. There's a lot of creators who are already getting involved there. Like, again, my job right now is working with Ibble to be able to help build conscious community. It's something that feels really fun and exciting, and it's in alignment with the energy that I've already been creating through Paradigm Shift Central. And that's, again, about being able to create sacred digital space to be able to help support people on their journeys. And now we're just doing it on another app, which quite frankly is incredibly refreshing. I'm kind of like, I love TikTok, I love Instagram, but it's not like the relationship changes over time. And now Ibble is an energy that is fresh and it's exciting, and it's a blank slate for us to be able to create some really awesome opportunities together. So again, join me on Ibble. I'd love to be able to have you guys there. There's a lot of conscious creators that are starting to get involved there. You're going to see myself and fellow conscious creators within Paradigm Shift joining us to be able to create some really cool discussions and threads. If you guys have any questions, just DM me on Instagram and I'll be happy to get you set up. It's currently only available in certain regions. I don't know if it's available in Canada fully yet, But if you're having any issues, just let me know, and I'd be happy to walk you through. And yeah, I'll just do a quick another refresh count on the follower count. We're currently at 45, and we are currently still at 45, which is totally cool because I know a lot of you are tuned into this, and you guys can go download it afterwards. And yeah, leave a comment on my dream recall thread if you guys want me to add you to that thread. And yeah, I'm excited to be able to have more people tuned in on Ibble to be able to see what it is that we are creating together. So Audrey, thank you for the invite to the desert hot springs. I would love to go to some hot springs. That'd be dope. All right, team, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna go take care of this headache and go make some dinner with Lacey and go take care of the missus. She's very, very pregnant right now. I appreciate you guys' support so much. Again, if you guys want to be able to find our Amazon wish list, DM me on Instagram. I'll send it to you. In the meantime, if you guys want to be able to send any contributions on PayPal, link for that is also in my beacons in my profile. And again, I would encourage you guys to check out my Patreon if you guys want to join in for upcoming private Zoom events and lots of other awesome opportunities in the community. Again, this Thursday, our next event is a Spiritual Seekers Support Circle. We're currently at 103 Patreon supporters, working towards our goal of 111, and we're currently at 45 Ibble supporters, working towards our next milestone of 50, but that's going to go up real quick. So sweet. I love you guys so much. Headache, be gone. I'm okay. I just got to go drink some water and eat. I'm going to wrap it up here. I love you guys. I look forward to being able to see you on Ibble, and I'll be back here once again for some more inspirational Team Tarot. Sending you guys so much love, and yeah, feel free to reach out with the DM anytime. I love you guys, and have a beautiful rest of your night, and may the forest be with you. Go dance your dance. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Wrapping up here. Much love.